Janet on occasion, and this is a funny one because I played a guy who was called Tokshin, but I don't know if there's a real Tokshin. But either way, it's a great battle, so I thought I'd show it. So when you see his name on the end, don't necessarily go, "Oh my God, it's Tokshin!" 'Cause I honestly have no idea. It might just be some guy who called himself Tokshin, because you know we can all do it. You just change your Steam name, right? So yeah. Anyway, so I played a guy called Tokshin. And it was really good. So this is that battle, and I've started paused because, well, there's Vanguard deployed stuff. So once again, this is actually a Norska versus Chaos. So yeah, 2 in a row, but they've both been really good matches. So you know, I've got to put them up. So yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, similar army to last time. So I've got my front line of Marauder Berserkers. And, you know, Norscan Ice Trolls. So, very formidable front line for Norska. Also, got some Norscan Ice Wolves on the flanks. I've got my Marauder Javelins. And I've got my Skinwolf Werekin. But one difference here is I put Wulfric on the ground because I just couldn't be dealing with, you know, his mammoth being singled out. So I put him on the ground to try and keep him safe. And I spent the extra money on an extra unit of Skinwolves. Armoured ones, too. So, because, yeah, those mammoths are not cheap. So, yeah, I think, actually, this is a pretty damn good trade. So, especially, you know, if I'm up against a load of Shaggoths and stuff again, I've got Skinwolves. So that's great. Now, for, possibly Tokshin's army, yeah. He's got Marauder Horsemen, well, Horse Masters. So, that's going to be very annoying because, you know, obviously, Norska doesn't have very long range. So, although I could sort of chase him with my Marauder Hunters, you know, I'm not really going to get to him. And as soon as I throw some Javelins, he's going to run away. So, yeah, it's going to be really tough. And the Ice Wolves, they aren't actually that quick. They've got 95, but these guys have got 90. So, they'll be able to run away pretty well. And it'll just give, you know, it'll give him more time just to throw his other units at me, you know, because I'll be so far away from my front line before I catch up to them. So it's just not feasible to chase him. So, and yeah, this is what I'm afraid of. So the Chaos Lord and the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. So obviously he's got the Potion of Toughness, you know, for that extra health. But yeah, he's going to bring these guys in. Doesn't have to worry too much, because again, Javelin's really short range. So if I do try and chase his Horse Masters, he can just dive in on these with these two and take them out in no time. It's, yeah. I'm just going to have to take the damage, which is really bad. So, although his front line is weak as hell, it's just Chaos Marauders, so the Berserkers will completely decimate these guys. It'll be effortless, so that's great. So it just gives me a chance to get into, you know, Berserk fighting these guys, because these aren't going to do as much damage. So that's great. So also, though, what's a bit scary is he's got 2 Chaos Giants, and he's got a Shaggoth. So a lot of large units, a lot of powerful units here. It's pretty scary. But, of course, you know, the Chaos Giants, they don't have armor. I mean, they've got, what, 30? Which is next to nothing. So, the Javelins, you know, they don't need the armor piercing. All that anti-large is going to hit them so hard. And, as well, the Berserkers, actually, will do a load of damage to the Chaos Giants. Because, you know, the Berserkers not great against armor, but something that's fairly unarmored like a Chaos Giant, they are just going to tear apart. Hopefully. But still, this is going to be tough. So, yeah, let's get into it, I guess. So, straight away, he comes in with his Horse Masters, because obviously, I see if I can poke at him with the Javelins, but he's not going to be that stupid. So, I also probe with the Norscan Ice Wolves. Obviously, it takes a while to get through Berserkers, probably should have gone around, whoops. And, do it over there too. And the Werekin, but, you know, he's not going to let me do that. So, now though, annoyingly, with my units grouped, you know, I can't just attack and then micro what I need to micro, because they're going to get stuck on the flying units, because, yeah, this game, Jesus, it is so annoying that they think, oh, I can't reach that, I'll just stand still. No, they don't go for the next thing, which is rubbish. But, oh well, so I've just got to move them up as close as I can before I see the charge, basically. And here, now this is really awful, so because Wulfric's not on a mammoth, he doesn't have half as much health, or maybe he has. Oh, wow, okay, he normally has like 12,000 health on a mammoth, he's only got 3,000 on foot. So Spirit Leech is going to just kill him to bits. So here you can see, cheeky little sod, he attacks my Berserkers while on the edge. So I try and get my Ice Trolls on him, because, you know, if they hit him, they're going to slow him down. Could be quite useful. I also try and get some Javelins to start shooting him, but no, he gets out before I can do anything. So I bring these guys back into the front line, start charging them up. And also start moving the Javelins again, move these guys back around here, because I can see he's sort of getting behind me. I don't want him to hop on my Javelins. Not yet, anyway. So, continue to move up. and continue to get Spirit Leech. You'll see another one will come down in a second. So yeah, this is awful. This is just such an evil tactic. But you know, it's a classic, and it's not that cheesy because, you know, it takes a while to whittle away the health of Spirit Leech. But then he did deploy very far back, so yeah, it's pretty scary. Also, these Berserkers are having a terrible time. Really bad. Their leadership is really low now. It's just not good. So yeah, so I'm bringing all these guys in. So I'm going to go for the Shaggoth first. I think probably I should have gone for the Giants first, actually, with the Javelins. But anyway, so I charge all these guys in. You'll see this stupid Sorcerer still getting in the way of these guys, so I have to issue them orders separately. And I bring these guys back round, because I can see he's going to try and get round and, you know, stop my Javelins. Annoyingly, this is a lot of strength that I could use in the front line. But, you know, I do have my Werekin in the front line. And, you know, the Marauders are going to just tear through. Sorry, my Berserkers are going to tear through their Chaos Marauders. So that's alright. So I'll free up some space here and I can loop them around. So hopefully it'll be alright. But yeah, so these are protected. You can see he almost dived on me with his Lord. He's now taking quite a bit of Javelin fire, so that's good. Yeah, can't go wrong there. But you can see all the Marauders are running. Unfortunately, Berserkers are taking a beating. And yeah, I've got my Trolls in here still, so that's nice. And yep, so I hit him with the 100 Champion, so his melee defense is really low now. And so here I try and intercept these guys and get on his Lord, because I'm doing serious damage to him. Annoyingly though, you know, I did leave these guys fairly open, but I kind of figured he's just going to be charging one unit, and I can get on them with the, you know, the Skin Wolves. I can do more damage to them, at least more value, you know. And, because, yeah, these Marauders, you know, they don't really take that many models when they get charged like that. They tend to run away before many of them are actually killed. Their HP will go quite low, but they'll always come back. So I find it great for using them to bait people out. See, Wulfric, I had to charge him out of here because the Giant was singling him out. And he's taken another Spirit Leech, which is very frustrating. Also, over here, you know, with him bringing back his Marauders and everything, and I think he's used a Potion of Toughness now, and, you know, with everything in, those Marauders there weren't able to kill him. So I brought all of my, you know, IC units in here to try and take out these guys. One of the Giants is nearly dead. My Skinwolf Werekin taking a lot of damage. But, you know, a Giant's about to go down, so that's great. Here, though, you'll see he brings in his Chaos Sorcerer. So, yeah, some guys flee, which is annoying. It's my Javelins. But my Skinwolves have been absolutely tearing up, you know, all of their Horsemasters, so that's great. And now I get to bring my Skinwolves in to fight the Chaos Sorcerer. And also, now he's got the Norscan Ice Wolves attacking him. There's no getting away from that. So, he's dead. Unfortunately, Wulfric is very, 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 very hurt. So that's not good. Also, all my guys broke, so I'm bringing up a new line here, and now I'm going to try and attack this Shaggoth, so I can pin him down with the big units and do a lot of damage with the Berserkers. Also, my Skinwolf Werekin for some reason attacking Marauders. That's a mistake. So now another Spirit Leech goes down before he manages to... Or does it? Oh no, it didn't trigger. Yeah, I managed to break him before he did that, and now he's dead. So now it's just these Marauders, they're not going to be a problem. Annoyingly though, he's using his, you know, really flimsy Marauders to actually chase off the remnants of my Berserkers. And yeah, it was just the Giants and things that did all the damage to the Berserkers, not the Marauders, so that's very annoying. So getting some Trolls back here, that's really good news. But, you know, Werekin against Shaggoth and his Lord and all the rest of it, that's not ideal. You know, things are looking a bit iffy. I've got a lot of guys running. Leadership is not great. But, you know, it looks like the Shaggoth is going to go down, so that's great. And now, because the Horsemasters are dealt with, I can finally bring in my Armoured Skinwolves. And these Skinwolves will just tear apart any of these large units. I wish I had them in the fight earlier. But I need to protect my Javelins, because the Javelins are very useful. And, you know, the Javelins let me bait out the attacks from the Horsemasters, so that's great. So here, I managed to use 100 Champions on him again, just before he gets routed again. So that's awesome. So his melee defense has gone way down, so is his armor, everything. So now anything I have here will be able to hit him really easily. And, you know, there's a lot of anti-large and things in here anyway. The Norscan Ice Wolves, I don't think they do have... No, they've just got the Frost tags. They don't have armor piercing or anti-large. But, you know, with that debuff, now it's gone, obviously. But that debuff would have let them get a lot of damage on him too. But either way, he's not escaping. He's surrounded by large units and constantly being, you know, chilled. So the Lord is gone. And now he's killed, thanks to the Javelins. So, and there we go. Because, yeah, the Javelins came back, because they always do. And look how many of them are. There's loads. They always come back in huge numbers. Same with these guys. They were quite far away, though. But I think they did manage to scare off those Horsemasters at the end. But yeah, really close match. This was incredibly tense, much like the last one actually. I've had a few tense matches in Norska. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, they've just got a lot of weaknesses, but they're real troopers, you know? They don't have long range. They got like mostly anti-lard, not a lot of armor piercing. They've got a lot of things that are just missing. But what they can do really well, and it makes for really interesting fights, I think. So yeah, this was really fun. So you can see, yeah, the Skin Wolves completely just owned. They killed so many of the Horse Masters. So yeah, they really got their value, more so than I think a Mammoth would have done, because that Mammoth would have got singled out by everything, and it would have been hard to run away with him. So that was really tough. But yeah, only 1 kill with Wulfric. It's pretty pathetic. And the Skin Wolf Werkin, yeah, 2 kills. But that could be awesome, because that could have been a Giant and a Chaos Lord. I mean, who knows? Which is kind of annoying. I wish they showed damage somewhere, because then you could actually get a good idea of how well everything performed. Because again, with the Hunters, like, no kills, but then they were just throwing javelins at big things. So all those kills were probably javelins that missed, and accidentally hit a Marauder. So yeah, it's a bit iffy. Also, yeah, these Ice Wolves did really well, 88 kills. These ones 13, not as good, but just having them run around, really mobile, really good at slowing down enemies. It just really helps everything else get a lot of kills. So I absolutely love the Ice Wolves in this matchup. And as you can see, my Marauders, the Berserkers did really well. Well, not that one. I think that was the one on the edge. But you can see, they got a lot of kills. 31 not great, but like 102, fantastic. To say his army was so small. So this guy, yeah, killed. What would that be? My brain is not mathing today. But still, out of 600, that's a lot of kills. So yeah, well, a sixth of his army. Let's not bother with percentages. But yeah, killed a sixth of his army. That's huge. So pretty impressive. So yeah, and you can see 0 kills for them, 8 kills for them. It's not a lot of kills with the Marauders. But yeah. One of his Giants went down very early. That was the one I had the Skin Wolf Werkin fighting early. So of course it wasn't going to last. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. Did pretty well with his Lord and his Chaos Sorcerer. Very useful. Got quite a few kills. Managed to rout a lot of my Berserkers. But also, it managed to do all those Spirit Leech. It basically killed Wulfric. So yeah, pretty formidable. So this is a really fun one. So I don't know if this is a real token or not, but either way. Great match, so I really enjoyed it. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.